Now, getting back to my original point, people who are born in the Middle East, they have a memory of their life. They have a memory of their childhood. And they love their village. And they love their family. And they like to be there. And they're comfortable in Arabic. And they come to listen to a speaker who speaks in Arabic. But they forget something. I don't live in their world. They really don't live in my world. People like me were born here. Our main language is English. And I understand, even Imam Jafar al-Sadiq, I think the sixth Imam, said that learn Arabic so that you can read the Quran. I don't know exactly all he said, but I've read that one. But for me and people like me, and there are lots of us, and unfortunately many of us have gone astray because it's not easy to come here and listen to a speaker in Arabic, to come here and listen to Ashura, to the history of the martyrdom of Imam Hussein in Arabic. Even though we have good speakers in English now, the impact is not there. It's not easy for people like me to become second-class citizens. This is my country, and I'm a Muslim. And everything I ever gained in knowledge about Islam was through the graciousness of some scholars, many scholars now, who have translated good works, not just the Quran al-Karim, but good works about many subjects. As a matter of fact, the Jafari school is proliferated with books on jurisprudence, on philosophy, on the translation of the Imam Ali's Peak of Eloquence. I'm not even going to translate that, you know what it is in Arabic. You can buy any book in English, or any other language for that matter. What's my point? That's my problem. I think it's wonderful if someone can read Arabic who was born here well enough to read the Quran. I doubt very much that someone who learns Arabic in our school, unless they go on to advanced studies, will ever know their religion except in the language they were born to. I doubt very much. I think that these young people who are studying with us here will learn the essence of Islam from English language. And yet, my problem is that there are some people who believe that unless you live in the Arabic world, mentally, physically, you're a second-class Muslim. How many times have I sat for an hour or two, patiently listening to someone speaking Arabic? And I've witnessed American-born, and they sit there. This has been going on for 50 years. As soon as somebody gets up and starts speaking in English, a third of the audience gets up and walks out. You're insulting me for sitting there and listening to Arabic, because you will not sit there and honor me and listen to English. You say, well, we don't understand it. Yeah. ونحن, what do we understand? You're comfortable. As a matter of fact, sometimes you are arrogant. And sometimes, the real problem is, that you don't think Islam exists outside of Arabic. Let me inform you something. I agree, the Quran, God sent it down in perfect Arabic. I believe in order to get the full impact, as a matter of fact, I believe the Quran is a miracle, not only of language, but a miracle of content, and without question, for anybody who reads it in any language, they will come to the conclusion, no question, that God sent these words down with the Archangel Gabriel to Muhammad. No question. You don't have to read it here. You can do it easily. I acknowledge all these things. And I acknowledge it's best if we can learn the Arabic well enough, not only to read it. Yeah, when I was in the Middle East, 1947, 48, we'd go to the cemetery, there'd be 5, 6, 7-year-old little kids reciting the Quran. They don't have an idea what they're talking about, and they're making mistakes like crazy. But read it well enough. God, I wish I could read it well enough to organize my brain around it. But I have to depend on English. I acknowledge all of that. There's no question in my mind. But I will tell you something. If anyone believes that Islam is going anywhere in this world, in the Arabic language, don't bet on it. It's going to go someplace in this world because Islam is bigger than the Arabic language. When Allah gave the Quran to the Prophet, He said, you are universal. You are to all people. He didn't say, go out and don't speak to anybody who doesn't speak Arabic. He didn't say, Muhammad, I want you to translate this now into English. No, He didn't say that. He did say this is perfect Arabic. But Allah is not the God of the Arabs.